Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fontaine and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. This is one way in which you can support this YouTube channel. And if you buy this book, read it, leave a review on Amazon, take a screenshot, email me at michellefontaineauthor@gmail.com. I will gift you an Audible version of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy, exploring your 7 energy centers with mindfulness, yoga, and Ayurveda. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and give the video a thumbs up. If you're interested in a twin flame reading or just a personal reading, I do all sorts of readings. You can go to my website, fondainwellness.com. Happy spring! This is the Twin Flames Tarot reading. This is the weekly reading we usually do. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. How are you feeling, Twin Flame? Hopefully you're joyous and noticing the beauty that's all around you, and know that love conquers all. Love surpasses fear in every aspect of that word. We do twin flame readings here, and if you're new to my channel, then you're new to the format. I do 2 cards for the Divine Feminine, 2 cards for the Divine Masculine, 2 cards for the couple. I pick some romance cards and messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine for this week. So let's go ahead and get started just reading the energies for the collective for this week, starting today, Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Twin Flames, Guardian Angels, please let this reading be the highest light and love of God. Help us to bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Please help us with messages to the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Feminine today, for this week, angels and guides. Awesome. And the Oracle deck I'm using this week, I change Oracle decks or I use another Tarot deck every week, just depending. And I was guided to pick the Mother Mary Oracle deck. It took me a while to warm up to the portraits in this deck, but I really love it. It's got really beautiful messages from Mother Mary. So for the Divine Feminine, please help us to understand Mother Mary. What Divine Feminines need to learn this week. All right, we've got for the Divine Masculines as well. Let's pick the Angel Tarot card for Divine Masculines. Angels and guides, the Divine Masculines, what do they need to learn and know about this week? Divine Masculines in this Twin Flame Collective. Okay, and Mother Mary, help us to understand messages for the Divine Masculine Collective. What does the Divine Masculine Collective need to know? Now for the Twin Flame couple, we're rolling right along here. For the Twin Flame couple, dear angels and guides, please help us with beautiful messages for the Twin Flame couple for this week. We got that going. And the Oracle deck with Mother Mary for the Twin Flame couple. Please help us with messages, Mother Mary. Okay, and we're gonna pick a romance card for the couple here. What is the romance energy for this week? Romance angels, Twin Flame angels. Okay, we got that. And now messages of love. We're going to pick 1 card from this deck, and we're going to pick 2 cards from the Hidden Truth Oracle cards. Angels and guides, help us to understand what needs to be said this week for the messages of love. Okay, and then 2 from the Hidden Truth Oracle as well. Let's pick out these messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. If Divine Masculine could say anything this week to Divine Feminines, especially those that are in total separation, what would the Divine Masculine say to the Divine Feminine? That one came right out. Let's try to get a second message here. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. All right. Here we go with messages for the Divine Feminine. We've got the Star card. I love this card. Oh, it's so beautiful. Wishes coming true. Wish upon a star. Wishes coming true, Divine Feminines. Infinite abundance, infinite happiness, infinite love. Wishes coming true. The number 17 is a very, very lucky number. It's often about karma being balanced. It's after the Tower card, so it's about karma being balanced. It's so beautiful. It says, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and that you're on the right path. This is the Archangel Jophiel, the angel of beauty, optimism. It's so gorgeous. It says, children, my heart is filled with joy and love for children. This is the Mother Mary card, which creates miracles and positive changes for them and for me. I love this because Divine Feminines, this could be love your own children, nourish your children. It could mean that children are on the way, and it could mean to nourish your inner child as well. So any of the above having to do with optimism, joy, wishes coming true. Children bring that happiness of the Star card. Children bring about that innocence, that love, that lightheartedness, the fun. And just remember to nurture your children and your inner child if you don't have any children. But either way, make sure to nurture yourself and know that long-term plans are okay, because abundance of love, abundance of happiness is on its way. Divine Masculines. I love the Ace of Air card. I believe we may have seen this a few weeks back for Divine Masculines. Ace of Air is a challenging beginning that can now move forward. It's usually indicating a beginning of, in this case, a relationship that has been obstacle filled, like filled with bumps and bruises along the way, just like bumps in the road, and you fall down, metaphorically speaking, of course, but then it's necessary to get back up, get right on that horse, and keep moving forward. Or in this case, a unicorn. I think this is a unicorn in the picture. And it usually means do not give up. So for Divine Masculines, this message this week is don't give up on this relationship. Move forward. There has been bumps on the road, but it is time to move forward. And that's validated by Mother Mary that says, take action. I'm going to read the message here. Today, I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. And I truly, truly believe that this is a prod for the Divine Masculines to take action to move forward. And really the Ace of Air indicates that as well. It's about moving forward, taking action, new beginnings, regardless of all those bumps in the road. I love this because we have the Star card here for the Divine Feminines and for the couple. And I'm going to present these cards together because together they make more sense. So I've got the Ego card with the Open Your Heart card with the Mother Mary deck. Ego with Open Your Heart. Ego with Open Your Heart. And what I believe these messages are for the twin flame couple is it is actually time to take off those masks completely. It is time to completely let go of all the fears. For both of you, that's for the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines. It's time to just whip off those masks and open yourselves to vulnerability on both ends and opening your heart to that infinite love. Completely raw, completely vulnerable on both sides. It's time to let go of the fears. Love is the only thing that matters. As I said in the beginning of the reading, love supersedes fear every single time. If you are rooted in love all the time, if you're rooted in God's divine and holy love all of the time, fear can't even reside there. Fear has no place where there's love. Fear is completely dissipated in the presence of love. Yeah. Now, it's interesting because for me, I believe that this card that is coming up, and it's funny because I saw the title of the card, you'll see in a minute. I saw the title of the card immediately, and the immediate message that came through is it's about to end. So what this is separation, and normally this indicates a separation is going to start, but the immediate message that came through was this separation is about to end. The separation is about to end. And that is absolutely positively the message that came through as I picked up the card. I just picked it up and that message came through straight away. The separation is about to end. And I got the chemistry card, which is the attraction you feel is mutual. Now, I know this is so important to so many of you out there, especially divine feminines. It's so necessary that you get this message, because for many, 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 many divine feminines, because the separation has been so long, because that separation's been so ever present in your life with your twin flame, without your twin flame, really, but because it's been ever present, there's been this question mark in your mind. Was the chemistry there? Was it real? Was it really there? Was it just me? Am I the only one that felt it? Did they feel it too? I don't know. They denied it. And that is confirmation that the chemistry was absolutely mutual. Absolutely mutual. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was absolutely positively mutual. It's just the separation is going to end. It's going to be ending. So do not worry. Don't worry. And, it's funny. It's really, 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 really funny, because these poor divine masculines, now I'm not saying poor in the sense like, oh, they're the victims here. No. No, not at all. Not at all. For many, many, many of the divine masculines, let me tell you this right now. It's the first time they've ever really been in love, meaning they thought they were maybe in love before. They had this strong infatuation towards somebody who largely rejected them after a while, or they thought they loved if they were married, they thought they loved their spouse, but then they really realized, oh no, it was just more of a sexual attraction, or it was just more of a convenience sake. And so when they met their divine feminines for the divine masculines, it was truly the first time for many of them that they had ever really been in love, that they had really felt, as I mentioned in my last reading, that they really felt that extreme vulnerability, like the extreme vulnerability where it's almost like they lost themselves in the vulnerability, where they were like, what happens? What happened to me? I don't get this. I don't get why I fell head over heels, and love like this does not make sense, and it doesn't happen. Like, it happens in fairy tales, it happens in romance books and romantic comedies, but it does not happen in real life. And for so many of them, they were just completely lost in this for a really long time, where they just didn't get it. They didn't understand, why do I feel this way? Is this really what love is? And it's funny, because the one comment that is often posted on my channel, I don't read other channels, but one comment that is often posted is, oh, this is middle school love, or this is high school love, or this is so middle school, or this is so high school. It's interesting, because the innocence of love, the innocence of falling in love, that is totally real, because you know it's real. The innocence of love and falling in love is something equated to middle school or high school romance. Why? Because people in middle and high school are not yet jaded. That's why. It's often adults that become jaded in this process, where they get their hearts broken and then they put up the walls, and then it's like, oh, that type of love, just falling in love, is just for kids. It's not for real people. And that's not true. The truth is, love is love is love is love. Love feels like love no matter what. Falling in love feels like falling in love no matter what. If you let yourself go, if you let yourself be vulnerable, if you have walls that are not up, if they're down completely, if you've opened your heart to love, this puppy love, or whatever, the middle school, high school love, is something that many divine masculines equated their feelings to being, and they thought, oh, well, this just feels like it felt in middle school when I first fell in love. And so this can't be real. This can't be true. This can't be real. This is not something that happens. It must be something else. This is not something that happens. And a lot of them have had to come to terms with how they actually feel in the recent months. And so it's interesting that this card came up, and I'll tell you the card that followed as well. And it says, I don't react when people mention you. And this is if you guys had common friends, or if you worked together, or if you had similar family friends together, or you were introduced by mutual friends, like as an example. And the reason why they're not reacting is that whole vulnerability factor. It's that just the mere mention of your name makes them feel extremely vulnerable, and because it does, they try to remain stoic in that. And for some of you, especially Divine Feminines, if you've experienced this through the dark night of the soul, and if you haven't yet viewed my video on that, I'm going to put the link in the section below, in the description section below, on the dark night of the soul, just so you guys can kind of get an overview of what it is. But I know you know, if you've experienced this dark night of the soul, that just the mere mention of your twin flame's name, your divine masculine's name, would send you to tears a lot. And it happened to me, and I've talked about this in many videos, is that I was in very close proximity to my twin flame divine masculine for a very long time, and sometimes I would just see his name or read his name in an email or something, and I would literally start to, and it was bad because I wasn't in a place that I could tear up, but just seeing his name will make me tear up. And it doesn't do it so much anymore. Sometimes it does, but I know how the divine masculines are feeling when they say, I don't react when people mention you, because that's the reason, is the vulnerability factor. And this says just being near you is intoxicating. And I feel that this really validates the chemistry. The chemistry is mutual. So I believe that this is a good overview of what is actually happening, and that the separation for many of you guys is ending soon. And I know for many of you who have been in separation for 8, 9, 10 months, a year, 18 months, it can feel like this is nutty. It can feel like this, what? The separation's ending? But I haven't heard from them in like 18 months, or I haven't heard from them in 15 months, or I haven't heard from them in however long. This makes no sense. But what I always like to say is that God brought you guys together in the first place. Like, God and the angels orchestrated events to bring you guys together in the first place. And you didn't have to calculate that. You didn't have to read into some specific calendar and astrological event to plan it out to happen. It just happened. So if you can trust that God brought you and your twin flame together the first time, you need to trust that God will place your twin flame and you together again when the separation is ending. And it's time, when that separation is ending, to let go of the ego, to take off the masks, let go of fear, and let love rule your heart. Opening your heart to love, and that goes for both of you. So I hope this was helpful in this beautiful spring day. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you for supporting this channel. I know times are a little bit tough, but remember that each little bit that you contribute to the different people in your life, whether it's your housekeeper or a dog walker or a store, or even if you can go out and do carry out now at a restaurant, a mom and pop shop, or a little cafe that's held by an individual family, all those little things help to keep the economy going and keep small businesses in business. So you can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can also pledge your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondon, and I will see you in the next video.